Hello, this is Noel, the Red Devil here. We're here for Manchester United versus Newcastle. I'm sorry I'm late. I was just doing another stream there, but we're about to kick off there, so just bear with me for 1 second while I. Oh, the match doesn't kick off till 8:15. All right. I thought I was actually late. There you go. We're 15 minutes early. Okay, well, it's been a bit of a hectic day for me. Sorry about that, guys. But we're finally here. But yeah, big game coming up. But we've been saying that lately about this squad that you know every game seems to be a big game. Again, reports coming out like we always seem to do with every manager that the players aren't happy and all of this. Look, personally speaking, do I believe that certain players haven't been happy with managers? It happens, right? But this seems to be the go-to with the media every time something goes wrong or results go bad for United, and I don't think it is the case. If you look at the fans, you look at the players' reactions, a couple of the last-minute winners that they've had, or results that they got against Copenhagen and Brentford. That is a team that is behind this manager. I was discussing this last night with someone. You just can't put your finger on what's going on right now. Maybe it is got to do with all the injuries, knock the confidence out of this squad. Maybe it is Eric Ten Hag overtraining them, which has been suggested as well. But whatever it is, all I'm just going to say is that these players play for Manchester United. And whatever the issues are, they're professional players and they should be professional. But there is a lot of cycle. I do think a lot of our fans forget about the psychology playing for Manchester United. It's not the same as every other club. Um, so it's some players do crumble. Some players do crumble, unfortunately, and that's just that sad nature of it all. We got cinnamon toast crunch. I actually cut this, but I actually felt bad about the last stream that I've actually promised PD and Charlotte that we'll do a stream the weekend to make up because I basically spoke for all of the streams. I had a bit of a rant as I always do. But I thought it was running late, but we got here. So they're just showing some of the other teams there at the moment. Uh, Everton seem on that Dodgy now. Don't think that they're limited. They just saw the goal there. 12 minutes in against his old team. Anyway, hope everybody is doing well. A little bit jaded today, got to be honest. Woke up, woke up horrible, feeling horrible today. Got a couple of coffees into me though, and my dinner kind of settled me down. But yeah, feeling it today. Watched a couple of episodes. Caught up on Rick and Morty, the latest episodes now, so I'm all caught up. So very good, very good. Mansfield and Wrexham in the FA Cup on Saturday. So yeah, we got an early match as well on the weekend. Just seeing the kickoff time, it's 12:30. We've been very lucky with the games because we've gotten a lot of nighttime kickoff games. So yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, the team for tonight. Onana, Delau, Lindelof, Maguire, Reguilon, Hannibal, Casemiro, Anthony, Mount, Garnacho, and Martial. So he's dropped Rashford. He has dropped Ericsson. He's dropped Bruno Fernandes. And he's dropped Amrabat. Interesting team. Interesting team. I didn't think that Eric Ten Hag would make those changes, but he has. Just bear with me for a second. I'm just doing something here. So yeah, I'll put the camera on just before we tip off, as I always do, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, but don't forget to like, especially does help with the old algorithm, as they say. So on the bench, Rashford, Hoyland, Ericsson, Fernandes, and McTominay. Oh, he dropped McTominay as well. I forgot to mention that. Well, he's got to do something. He's got to try something because interesting though. Didn't think he'd make those changes. I thought he'd be stubborn, but he's got to do something. But I think a lot of our fans will be happy that Bruno and Rashford are benched because they haven't, in fairness, they haven't been doing it. So, you know, fair play to the manager for making the changes. So I'm just going to heat up my coffee now before we start. I'll knock the camera on then. It won't take me a second. Right, let's see. I just don't. I just hope they give me something to smile about today, man. We just need a result. We just need a result. I swore that original time was 8 o'clock. I'm pretty sure when I checked that last night, they said it was 8 o'clock. Pretty sure it was 8 o'clock. There must have been a delay. Anyway, there are talks by Talk Sport, BBC, and other outlets saying that will cost Manchester United over 15 million to sack Eric Ten Hag. Well, let me tell you now that all you fans that are calling for Eric Ten Hag to be sacked are a bunch of delusional snowflakes. I'm going to give you a brief history lesson because I think you all need to be reminded. When Sir Alex Ferguson left, he named his successor as David Moyes. Okay? And with the same team, David Moyes finished, what was it, 7th or 8th in his fourth season. Right? David Moyes then wanted to bring in certain players, but was refused, and the Glazers brought in his second and third choice. We panicked in the transfer window and then brought in Marouane Fellaini, as you all know. Didn't work out with David Moyes. they sacked David Moyes, right? Then they brought in who else? Louis van Gaal, right? So they brought in Louis van Gaal, then Louis van Gaal then brought in his players, right? We won an FA Cup with him, but the football was so fucking bad that the fans moaned and complained, and we sacked him, right? So you get rid of Louis van Gaal. Then the prodigal son arrived, right? Jose Mourinho. No, not Ollie. Jose Mourinho. He was a manager that most United fans wanted because of his pedigree. Again, the same thing happened. He brought in his own players, but didn't bring in his first or his second choice. He got his third and his fourth choice. Again, with Jose Mourinho, it didn't work out, and they sacked him. Right? Then comes along Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Again, he was linked with players like Bellingham, Caicedo, Haaland when they were all cheap. This club said no. They gave him other signings and fucking stead. Right? Eventually then, Ole failed just like the managers before him. They brought in Ralph Rangnick as interim, and then he said that we needed open heart surgery. Everybody laughed at him, blah, blah, blah. Then they got rid of him, brought in Erik ten Hag. Now, let me give you a history lesson. A lot of fans thought bringing Erik ten Hag in because we want to play the Ajax way. Right? He tried it the first 2 games of the season and he got absolutely obliterated. And he had to change the style of play completely to suit the players. Last season, he overachieved with that team. I repeat, last season, he overachieved with that team. Something happened within that squad where they overachieved and they played some great football and got results. Okay? They overachieved, and then by the end, the injuries caught up with us. Some players then ended up out of form, and then we saw last year, at the end of last season, we saw the first warning signs of what was going to happen this season, right? Now again, he was chasing Frankie de Jong all summer, right? And they failed to bring that player into Manchester United, right? So now you same clown fans that wanted David Moyes gone, wanted fucking Louis van Gaal, wanted fucking Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ralph Rangnick, and now Erik ten Hag. You want him sacked. So you want to rinse and repeat the same fucking bleeding fucking crappy decision that we've made every fucking time it goes wrong. Right? Erik ten Hag is not the problem. These players are the problem. The board is the problem. The owners are the problem. The fact of the matter is that I wish that Erik ten Hag didn't overachieve last year because he wouldn't be dealing with this bullshit, right? He was given a contract. He's only 18 months into that job, and already all you little bitches are crying, oh, I want him sacked. No, we're going to back our fucking manager because it's not his fucking fault. Some of these players are the same players that let down those other fucking managers that I mentioned. All right? And now all of a sudden you think you bring in another new manager that everything's going to be, oh yeah, he might play well for a couple of months, we might get good results, and we might do well for a little while. And then they'll resort back to default, as they always do, the bunch of gutless, weak, spineless players that they fucking are. Right? And someone actually put up an amazing stat. 8 of Erik ten Hag's players that he's brought in have been fucking loan signings. Fucking loan. How is he supposed to build his own fucking football team? How is he supposed to construct a style of fucking play that we can recognise? Right? If he's not getting the fucking tools to do it. So cop on, wise fucking up, right? And there again, right, we're playing at Old Trafford. Look at Old Trafford. Oh, it's full. It's full. And he's all complaining about the Glazers still being the owners. It's full. Right? Didn't stop his all buying his season tickets or buying a ticket for the game, did it? No, fucking didn't, did it? So if you really care about the fucking club, you empty the fucking stadium and you financially cripple these bastards until they fucking go. Right? Because the problems are above the fucking manager and always have been above the manager. Will you all wake up, for God's fucking sake? Anyway, here I am. Just cop on to yourselves, right? Support the manager. I forgot me coffee because I went on a rant again. I've been having rants today. Nice bit of play there. But we started positively against Man City. I actually had positive vibes. I wasn't, at the start of the game, I was very nervous. And then for the first, I would say, the first 25, 28 minutes, we actually were doing well against them. But Anthony needs a big game because, like, he was seen by the cameras on the bench nodding his head. Oh, this is a proper injury already for Newcastle. Don't know what happened there, but it looks like it might be a bit of a hamstring. But this gives me a chance to get me coffee. Bear with me. Just gives a second, guys. It looks like a thigh injury. Could be an impact one though. So if anybody plays football, you will know that those is like the equivalent of a fucking dead leg. But it doesn't look good. So we're a few minutes in. There's a Newcastle player down, and it looks like he's going to have to be replaced. So who will he bring on? Guimaraes, or will he bring on Amaron? Which I'm surprised he hasn't started with any of those. But I suppose Newcastle have had. Now Newcastle see what it's like to have the extra games now. Right. Guimaraes is a Guimaraes or Alvaron. Could be. Think it's Alvaron is coming on. So Ipswich 0, Fulham 1 apparently. Yeah, Almiron is coming. Almiron. Tell you, he's not the greatest player in the world, but he had a spot of form where he was banging in the goals, and I do like him as a player. Though I know he plays for Newcastle, but I do like him. I think he's an honest, hard worker. He reminds me of Park Ji-sung. He will literally run all day on a football pitch, right? And it's not just the running; he'll actually affect the game. This is why I hate about United supporters when they talk about Mason Mount. Oh, he does a lot of running and a lot of work off the ball. I don't give a shit. I want to see you do stuff on the ball, like, but We're resuming, and United on the ball. Anthony now with a nice little ball. Quick passing, Delo is offside. But in fairness, the players look like they're smiling on the pitch and stuff. Like you got to empty Old Trafford. It's as simple as that. You empty Old Trafford, we get somewhere. You know. Interesting though, this whole gambling thing. I mean, I wouldn't mind players gambling if they were gambling on different teams. Like the rest of all the rest of us. Well, I don't really gamble, but I placed the odd bet on a team, my own team, obviously United and stuff. Um, but what a ball! Oh, I was unlucky. Great ball. It was the nice ball. Um, but I think if they're betting on other teams rather than their own, I don't see a problem with it. But why you'd want to bet against your own team, I just don't understand that whole mentality. And we've seen footballers in the past do it. Like, if you're going to put a bet on your own team, why not back yourself and say, oh, yeah, we're going to win? Back yourself. You probably still get into trouble for backing your own fucking team, like to win money, but you know what I mean? It wouldn't look as bad to the fans, if you're, because we'd kind of, we're not as fickle or as like the FA would be about it, if a player backed his own team to win and backed themselves to score, we'd actually say, and if it worked, we'd say fair fucking play. You know what I mean? But it is wrong. But I, it does lead to addiction with footballers as well because they do have a lot of money, and you can understand why they don't want footballers to do it. But it just baffles me why any players would bet against themselves. But is a 10-month ban is a ban though? I mean, Ivan Tony got one as well. You got is a ban actually the appropriate action? Should it would it not be better for them to get the help that they need? Number one, right? Because that's the most important. Because people like it or not, right? Betting is an addiction. It can you can get addicted to it, so it is an addiction. Maybe help them, and then you know the money that they probably would have spent on betting, they're made give that money to fucking charity or something like that. Do something nice to help other people that struggle with addiction. I mean, it favours us today, doesn't it? Because Tonali is not on the pitch. But we're looking lively again. We're looking lively again. We're putting the early pressure on, like we did against City. We did play a low block against City, but we were in unison when we were putting pressure on the ball, and City were making mistakes. That's the thing. We were forcing them in, just like Nacho's done there now. He's forced a mistake and we've gotten a throw in. Like, I couldn't fault their effort in the first half, actually. It's going to be a good game, this though. I used to love the old games with Newcastle when Kevin Keegan was manager. I tell you, we had some. I remember that very well. I mean, that was a great era. I have to be honest. Um, but they're always good games. I even remember the Newcastle Liverpool games, the couple of 3-3 draws and stuff. Those thrillers, uh, brilliant games back in the day. Like you didn't just watch your own team in the Premier League years ago. I know some YouTube streamers do it now, but they only do it for the clicks. They don't do it because they actually enjoy watching the football. I like different styles of football. But I'm a Manchester United fan, and obviously they're the team that I want to be playing the best football. But I do like different styles. It's fascinating watching all of these different styles. I just I think the game is starting to get a little bit too predictable because even the small teams now want to play out from the back. Everybody wants to play out from the back. It's like there's no individuality anymore. Like Arsene Wenger had his way of playing and his style of play. Ferguson had his in his different eras. He always adapted. Same with Wenger. In fairness to him, until the end, he just wouldn't adapt for a few years. He just kept sticking with it when he should have adapted. But by that time, I think Wenger was already he should have left around 3 or 4 seasons beforehand. But you remember when we were all linked to Longstaff? Jesus. Yeah, you got a point though. They do know the rules. You're right. And they shouldn't be breaking them, I suppose. I wouldn't have played Martial though. If there's one problem I have with this team is that Anthony, just as I spoke there now, he's just after winning the ball. I mean, Martial just makes me look like an effing idiot there. Casemiro with the shot. It looked like the ball was out though. Let me see. Oh no, Garnacho actually kept it in. We look like we have something about us tonight. I got to be honest. Uh, but again, Harry wants. What I love about Harry is Harry wants to dictate everything in defence, and I love it. I think taking the captaincy off him was the best decision. I know he doesn't personally. I know he doesn't personally. Hannibal got yellow. I know he doesn't personally agree, but I think it's done him the world of good. It's I don't think he realizes the pressure that comes with being Man United captain. And but Hannibal's got a yellow. This is not good. He's angry at himself because it's a stupid yellow to give away. Yeah, he did play well against Wrexham in San Diego, Hannibal. But this isn't Wrexham, man. This isn't preseason. This is the Carabao Cup. Let me say, actually, he did nothing there. Hold on. I mean, Yeah, the midfielders have to. I mean, if Cass gets a yellow as well, like Hannibal's just got one. I mean, right on Hannah, come on. Well, I should say, come on, defence first, but it's Lindelof, is it? I don't even know why he's on the pitch either. Anthony Martial holding up the ball, doing what he does. What a ball out. Cass, Hannibal, but bit of pressure on Hannibal, but well defended as well. Maguire again. See, this is the Harry Maguire we all wanted. You know, he's still not worth 80 million quid, but this is the Harry Maguire that we wanted. Harry Maguire that doesn't panic. Harry Maguire that tries to get the ball forward, takes command of his box. Hannibal's after committing another foul. Let me say. Let me say. Oh, it is late. He needs to come off. I think Eric Ten Hag needs to take him off, man. I really do. It's Hannibal doesn't have it, but see, this is why Hannibal's not ready yet. He doesn't have. He's still a kid. He's still a youth player, so he still has that exuberance. He has to know when to tackle and when not to, and he doesn't have that yet. Like it's all well and good fans saying, "Oh, play Hannibal, play Hannibal." But when he starts making mistakes like that, guys, we don't want to go down to 10 men against Newcastle because it's game over then. But we've got the ball now, so a bit of control. I pass back a lot is on the ball. That's Victor Lindelof. Go on, Garnacho. Go on, kid. Oh, Garnacho's injured. Hannibal needs to come off. He's rattled. He's just lost the ball there. Casemiro's had to commit the foul. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, get him. See, this is what. See, if I'm the manager right now, I'm looking at that situation and I'm like, I need to take Hannibal off. Now Cass is after getting the yellow now because of Hannibal. Yeah, see, they're focused on Hannibal, the camera, because they know. I mean, it's to take him off. He's a liability already. I mean, he's a good player. He will do well for us, but right now he's just rattled, and he's gonna make a mistake. I mean, you can't put Ericsson there because it's not gonna work because Ericsson was fades, man. Then you look at McTominay. I mean, nobody wants him on the pitch. Lindelof. Come on, Hannibal. Nah, he has to come off. You have to take him off. You have to take him off. I mean, Mason Mount as well. Can I ask Manchester United fans that actually like him? Like, what does he do that impresses you? Because he's on the pitch there, and I've hardly heard his name being mentioned. So could you tell me what Mason Mount actually brings to this Manchester United team? Because every time I've watched him, he brings nothing to the team. So I'd like to know, because it's like as if we're already playing with 8 men, because Hannibal is just not up for it tonight. And Mason Mount is doing absolutely fuck all. So could you tell me what he actually does? No, here we go. I mean, we'll see what happens. Right, here's Mason Mount on the ball now. Let's see what he does here. Right, so he loses the ball. So there, he's lost the ball. I just don't know what he adds to the team. Same with Anthony. I could say the same about Anthony, but there's Hannibal sticking his foot in there, but I don't. Right, Cass, come on. Right, Mason Mount's on the ball again. Here we go. Famous number 7 jersey. Nice ball. Come on, Anthony. That looked like a corner. What's Victor Lindelof doing? Get back. Yeah, Casemiro's telling him to get back. Don't be in midfield, you muppet. Right, so big shock result so far happening. Arsenal are losing 2-0 to West Ham. I will say to Lisa Anthony, he is actually trying. I mean, you say he has a decent bit of pace. I disagree, because that's the problem, I think. Because when he does beat a player, it's like as if he struggles to stay ahead of them. So I don't think he has actual pace. I think I honestly have to say this right now. I think he is a one-trick pony, and he has a good left foot. But I'm willing to let him prove me wrong. But he needs to be shown more than what he showed last season, and so far this season. And considering that he had few weeks off because of the stuff that happened with the ex, you know, he really needs to step it up. And you know, bright sparks here and there is all right, but we need to see the best of you now. Right, here's Regulon. Martial's done fuck all. No, but the thing about Martial is, and I have to even say it myself, he can pull out a bit of fucking magic. I just, you know, injuries have fucked him up. I mean, they definitely have. But I do think when he has been given opportunities, he lazes around the pitch. Now, I'm not saying he's doing that in this game, because he's not. You can clearly, he's running around, he's moving all the time. He's coming deep now to try receive the ball, because he's not getting the ball. He is trying. But I don't know how he starts ahead of the young lad right now. Go on. Oh, yeah, but I don't know why you're putting your hands up in the air, Mason. That was a bit of a stupid fucking ball, in fairness, man. I mean, what were you even fucking doing there? I mean, it's nice to see Bruno on the bench, and I don't mean that in the back. The fucker needs a rest, in my opinion. He does. He needs a rest. He's been out of form. See, when Bruno does get dropped, man, Bruno then, some of these players have gotten uncomfortable. Oh, here we go now. Don't start this crap now. Come on, lads. I have to say, the atmosphere at Old Trafford is slightly muted, if I'm honest. Linda off, or I pass back a lot past the wall forward there. Gives it to Regalon. Martial. Hannibal misses his tackle there, nearly took your man out. Jesus Christ, man. What a tackle by Harry Maguire. Brilliant. Give it. Go on. Garnacho losing the ball. People say this is fans are fucking stupid. The manager is only responding to the fucking fans here. I know he is. 1-0 Newcastle. 1-0. Listen, Ten Hag, right? Listen to me, mate. You need to take Hannibal off. You need to take Mason Mount off, and you need to take fucking Martial off, right? It's clear as day that Hannibal is rattled. Garnacho is not. He does lose the ball, though. In fairness, he has to be given a chance, though. That's the thing that annoys me. But it is his mistake. But look at that. What did I even said it, Almiron. I mean, fuck it. Ten Hag is shaking his head. He looks beaten. He looks like Mourinho did. He looks like what Louis Van Gaal did. He looks the same beaten look that all of our managers get. It's not over. There's still plenty of time. I mean, I don't think we are playing bad. I just would prefer the Ramos Highland on, for the simple fact is that he offers more than Anthony Martial. He holds up the ball really fucking well, and he can bring a few more of our players into fucking play. It's not time to bring on Bruno or panic just yet, but he'll have to come on. It's him! Oh! Mason Mount early. Oh, well. I mean, that was awful. Oh, you were given the number 7 jersey and all, man. I mean, the number 7 jersey. Like, whoever did make that decision is just absolutely ridiculous anyway. Right, Eric, Anthony, Hannibal, to Delow, to Anthony, to Delow, in the box. Go on! I've got to be honest, right? Anthony has done some good stuff in this game. I mean, instead of holding on to the ball or playing the ball back as he normally does, he's been finding Delo on the overlap, and he does seem to be the outlet. But I mean, he's at the starting with Garnacho, so he's got to stick. He's going to have to stick with Garnacho, but Garnacho was a mistake for that goal. He's a young lad, so I'm not going to give out to him as I would with the senior players, but that's one of the things he has to improve on in his game. You can't be losing the ball that easy, lad. You got to be fucking working harder. Um, that's an awful ball. So now Garnacho's on it. This is what he is good at, but he need. Right, I have to look at some of these results because apparently there's been huge results tonight in this Carabao Cup. So right now, Arsenal are losing 3-0 to West Ham. Liverpool are winning their game 1-0. We're losing 1-0. Chelsea are winning 1-0. Everton are winning 1-0 against Burnley. Ipswich are winning their game. Hold on. No, Ipswich are losing their game. So, with those results going our way, if we can win this game, uh, I think Liverpool are the only team there that can actually do damage to us, because I don't even think Chelsea can do damage to us, to be quite honest with you. By that time, the next round comes along, we'll have all our players back, and we should be a different team then. But the Newcastle fans are saying you're getting sacked in the morning. Manchester City fans were saying, and what was it? Old Trafford is falling down. Eric Ten Hag is an effing clown. Manchester City fans singing in our stadium. Not a ball. Hannibal is just. Anthony again with another good ball, but Hannibal just fucking. No, Hannibal should have read that. What are you talking about? Anthony Martial though offers absolutely nothing. I mean, he's trying, he's running around. I mean, it's not as if he's not putting in the effort, but he's just. Oh, here we go now. Fucking hell, Newcastle on the attack here. Ball held up. Ball around. Delow is beaten. Gets his foot in. Stops Willock. Ball comes across. It's in. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. It's game over. We're out of the Carabao Cup. The holders are out, folks. We are gone. We are finished. We are done, Anthony. Baldy bastard is just standing there. The players are just fucking clueless. They're just, well, look at Hannibal needs to come off. Mount needs to come off. Martial needs to come off. Garnacho is a fucking clown. He lost the ball for the first goal. This is what happens when, you know, there's nothing you can do about that. There's absolutely nothing you can do about that. We might just get away with this. But I think it's 2-0. Delow again, cut out. Delow again, cut out. Don't care if he's better going forward. Oh, he's better running forward. Yeah. His first job is to defend. And he's fucking awful. We're gutless, man. We're gutless. I mean, it's just. What's he going to do? Eric Ten Hag is hoping this corner goes in, and so am I, because we need something. I think we need to score before half time. That's just fucking awful. I mean, what the fuck is even that? You fucking clown. Delow again. Like, look at those United fans. They've never. I mean, this is. I mean, I'm heartbroken for them. How can you go? But seriously, though, I'll ask all. If I could ask all of you fans at Old Trafford, right? Look, I could see your faces right now. Why would you subject yourselves to that? You know nothing's going to change until these owners are gone, and it's got more likely it's probably going to be 3-0 here and game over because right, Hannibal is down. He jumped up for the ball and landed awkwardly on his back. But he won the fucking header. But yeah, that's one of those impact ones where you hit the ground, knocks the wind out of you. So he's just gonna need a few seconds to fucking a breather. And maybe the physio's checking his back just in case he's done that into a ball. Being honest, I don't think Hannibal is coming out at the end. I don't think Hannibal's coming out for the second half. Eric Ten Hag has to make changes now. He has to do something. I mean, this is the trophy. Here we go. Bruno's getting warmed up. Two fucking nil against Newcastle. Here we go. Come on. Bob, Anthony, what was the... Come on. Here we go now. Do you know what? I'll actually be okay if they put us out of our misery now, because it's at least I know. At least I know then it's done. I know, man. I seen it, mate. I seen it 3-0. I mean, look, for yous have had a good, yous are having another good season. We've been like this all fucking season. It's fucking heartbreaking, man. It's just emotional watching these fuckers now. They just suck the life out of me, man. I mean, there's still plenty of time, but can I see Manchester United even getting 2 goals? Go on. Go on. What? Cass, you need to be doing better than that, mate. Those little balls might work at Real Madrid in the Spanish league, but you need to be fucking making sure of them. Come on. 3 now. It's going to be Trey, isn't it? It's going to be Trey. Here we go. I mean, they're just making us look like a bunch of amateurs. It's actually embarrassing. Now, see, get him off. Hannibal needs to come off. It's so fucking obvious. I don't want to hear Manchester United fans say to me again, or anybody else out there, Hannibal should be starting, right? He shouldn't be fucking starting, right? He's still learning his fucking trade, right? And he's being fucking bullied off the ball, right? He's making fucking mistakes all over the fucking place. And the same with Garnacho, which is all, he's ready to play. No, he's not. He's making mistakes as well. He was at fault for the first fucking goal. Right? So you all need to fucking shut the fuck up. He's haven't got a fucking clue. Like, no wonder the manager does that. And then he's all questioning the manager when he doesn't play. Well, that's the reason. They all question, why did you drop Mason Mount? That's the reason. Right? Seriously, man. Right, come on, Garnacho. Look, you're young. You just need to fucking do something, man. Back out to Garnacho. Come on. Right, brutal. Who was that? Mason Mount again? Yeah, it was. Mason Mount. I don't care what any Man United fan says, right? Mason Mount is not a Man United player. I don't know why the fuck we signed him, right? He's a waste of fucking money, a waste of fucking space. He had one fucking good season, right? He peaked too soon, and he's been an average footballer since. And we're the fucking clowns that went out and bought him. And then what do? We give him the historic number 7 fucking jersey because he used to like Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, Delon nearly scored though. I know, but 45 minutes with this team, it may as well be fucking 5 decades, mate. Right? None of these clowns are capable of fucking scoring a goal that's on the pitch right now. Manager, listen, I want to see a different. He always waits and waits and waits and waits, right? He needs to fucking make the changes at half time. I need to see 3 new players. I want to see Mason Mount off the pitch. I want to see Anthony Martial off the pitch, right? And I want to see Hannibal off the pitch. End the fucking story. He doesn't make those 3 substitutions. We can kiss this game goodbye. They need to be made. They should have been made about 10, 15 fucking minutes ago. Hannibal is out of his depth in this fucking game. It was the wrong game to fucking play him, right? You should be playing fucking Hannibal against teams that are United are expected to beat, but in fucking saying that, who do we fucking beat nowadays, right? You put him in against Luton and teams fucking like that, right? To build up his confidence, to fucking get him some fucking game time, not games like Newcastle, right? Newcastle are a decent fucking team. You don't put him in against Newcastle. It's not fucking fair on the young player either. Fucking Air fans are fucking stupid lately. Got to be, oh, play Garnacho, play Hannibal, play this player, play that player. When he's played them, there you go. Right. So what fucking more do you want? If the answer is not fucking, if you can't see where the fucking problem is, then you know what, can't fucking help you. Right? The issue was fucking blatantly clear. Shoot. What a save. Who took that? Oh, fake Cristiano Ronaldo took a shot there. There, he took, yeah, fake Cristiano Ronaldo. There you go. Look, if that had went in, it would have been a great goal. But I mean, it's not what he offers. Just like one kick in a game, maybe. Shy corner because he's on muck at corners. He can't even take the corner. Saying he's a fucking Lions man. Can't even get the ball in the box. We just can't cross the ball into the box. Are you afraid? Are you a bunch of fucking? Are you afraid to cross the ball into the box? He's not know how to do it. Like what was that? That's just a nothing ball. Actually, if you just scored a third now, well, at least I know it's game over, and I could just not. And can I also point out that Newcastle have actually benched a few players for this game as well, and this isn't actually their strongest 11. Want to make that fucking clear as well. Like, that's how bad this is, right? Can't sugarcoat this. The problem isn't the fucking manager. It's clear what the fucking problem is. And if you don't fucking wake up and fucking empty the fucking stadium and put pressure on these owners, this is what you're going to get all the time. Doesn't matter what manager you bring in, right? We'll play well for a while, and then 6, 7 months down the line, all these players will go back to default mode, shit mode, right? Shit fucking mode. Fucking disgraceful it is. They put this fucking jersey on, fucking disgraceful. Look at there's the low trying. Oh, he nearly beat me for pace. Fucking awful player. Yeah, blow the whistle. Yeah, boos. Boo them off the pitch. Boo them off the pitch. Go on. Boo them off. Bunch of fucking wasters. Well done, Newcastle. Well done. You showed spirit, endeavour, fucking effort, and played us off the fucking park. Well done. Don't even like us. Is our bunch of scum, but well done. Yeah, you get off the pitch. I don't give a shit, right? I don't care if they're young players. I don't give a fuck, right? They're getting the same treatment as the senior players. Garnacho, absolutely shocking. Hannibal, absolutely shocking, right? Mason Mount, again, I'll say it. Don't get the signing. I don't get it. I don't. So some Man United fan who's a clever clogs needs to tell me why we bought that waste of space, right? Because he offers absolutely fuck all to our team. Okay? Anthony Martial on the pitch, waste of fucking space. Right? We may as well be playing with 7 men on the pitch. Okay? 7. Right? The rest of them are putting in fucking effort. They're just not good enough. Oh, it'll be great when we get Casemiro back. It'd be great when Ten Hag puts Casemiro and Hannibal in the same team. We'll be a lot more solid. We'll be great. Don't you worry about it. Yous are fucking clueless. Yous are fucking clueless. I could have told you that Garnacho, Hannibal, and I fucking did, by the way. A lot of fans did. They're not ready. They're not fucking ready. And this is not the game to bring them fucking in, but you've all been fucking mounting and bitching on fucking Lion for fucking weeks now. Oh, he's got to play these players. And I know for a fact managers do get influenced by that shit. They fucking do. And so do the players. Right? Because we're all giving out about Rashford being greedy. And then when he crossed the ball, when he should have fucking shot, we're all giving out to him again so he couldn't fucking win. Right? So they do fucking listen to you. And that's the result there. You've got what you wanted. You wanted Garnacho and Hannibal to play. Right? They've been absolutely fucking dire. Right? And then along with fucking Mason fucking Mount, who's a waste of space. Anthony, who shouldn't be anywhere near a fucking football pitch, in my opinion. Right? I thought he's stealing a fucking living now. He needs to just fucking go in January. Right? Stealing a fucking living. Right? And Delow, right? He's all saying, oh, we have to give Delow his flowers. We have to give Delow his flowers. We do. He's played well. He's played well. He's fucking awful and always has been awful. And he still is fucking awful. I don't give a shit if he runs forward a lot more now and he set up a goal or two or whatever the fuck. He's crap. He's always been crap. Victor Lindelof, shite. Right? Another crap player. Reguilon, fucking Spurs reject. Right? This is their fucking team. The only one that's having a decent fucking game, and I'll say it again, is fucking Harry Maguire. Right? The only fucking one. Only fucking one that I could see making a fucking effort. Right? And a few months back, I didn't even want him in the fucking team. Right? He's really fucking stepped up. Really fucking stepped up. Right? And I want some fucking Mason fan now, Man United fan, to tell me, what the fuck does he offer our team? Seriously, tell me. I want to fucking know. Right? Because he, as far as I can see, he offers absolutely fuck all except runs around. But does absolutely fucking nothing. Right? Might get a shot off once in a while. I mean, he's Bruno. He's supposed to be Bruno for now. When we rest Bruno, that's what Mason Mount was originally brought in for. Right? You're telling me that gobshite is a replacement for Bruno fucking Fernandes? Absolutely not. He doesn't even get into this fucking team. Are you fucking joking? You're joking. Absolute joke of the team. Absolute joke. Right? These Glazers have their manager over. We know he wanted Frankie de Jong. We know he wanted fucking Harry Kane. We know the defender that he wanted, and yet all you half-wits in this fucking fandom, oh, I want Eric Ten Hag sacked. I want Eric Ten Hag sacked. It's not Eric Ten Hag's fault. Right? What's he supposed to do with a bunch of fucking wasters that let down 3 other managers beforehand? What do you want them to do? Seriously, some brain box Manchester United fan tell me now, right, so we replace him, who do we bring in? They play well for that manager for a couple of months and then same fucking thing happens 7 months down the fucking line. Shut the fuck up. You haven't got a clue what you're talking about. I'm sick of you all, right? The issue is above the manager. Always has been, right? And you are all at Old Trafford tonight. All you fucking same gobshites that give out to fans like me for buying a fucking jersey. Oh, hey, you support the Glazers by buying the jersey. Yeah, but you're at Old Trafford, aren't you? And then when you finish your little protest and all, you go into the stadium, don't you? And you watch the team. And then after the match is done, and you send your missus in, or you go into the fucking shop, the mega store, and then you buy all the goodies. Yeah, don't be criticising me, you fucking idiots. Right? Yous are responsible for this downfall. Yous are responsible for this downfall. Right? You got gobshites all over the world coming to watch Manchester United. And then they bitch and moan about the Glazers. Oh, the Glazers. Right, well, then stop putting money in their pockets. Empty the fucking stadium. Do fucking something. Right? Because, let me give you a little reality check, by the way. The only protest that ever worked was the protest against the Super League. Right? And it wasn't just Manchester United fans. It was English football fans. It was the wider European fans. Right? That's why that worked. Right, let me fill you all in. Right, let me tell you the reality of the situation. Since the Glazers have took over, there have been protests and marches, from day one. We're in 2023. None of your fucking protests ever made a difference, right? But just keep protesting, just keep marching, right? And you expect. Well, what's that? What Albert Einstein says, repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting different results or something is a form of madness or stupidity, right? The marching, the protesting wasn't working, right? They threw out a couple of little statements to keep you all on side, as they always do, right? Because they knew they'd get the better views anyway, because they knew you would all buy their season tickets and then go to the mega store and all of that. The Glazers have yous fucking... Glazers know what yous are actually like. They know yous down to a fucking team, right? They know. They play yous every fucking season and yous buy it every fucking season, right? Now, you get the 58 and Must and all of these fan groups. We try making announcements. Oh, we finally left. Blah, 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 blah. Should have emptied the stadium, but you kept saying, oh, it's too hard to empty Old Trafford. No, it's not too hard to empty Old Trafford. How hard is it during one match day to send flyers all around the fucking stadium, give every fucking person in the stadium a flyer to say, okay, here's the match that we've decided that we're going to protest against. It's a home game against Liverpool, one of the big games of the fucking season, and we're all going to not go to the game. We're all going to protest, and we would like you all to take part. Right? Even if half of the fans responded to that, even if only half of the fucking fans, with the eyes of the world on that game, right, and they see a half-empty Old fucking Trafford, right, that's fucking embarrassing for the fucking Glazers, because after all, they are businessmen, right? They are businessmen, and businessmen don't like to be fucking embarrassed. When he's got the Liverpool game called off, I actually thought, you know what, I don't agree with the way they went about it, but they got the game called off. And he's actually did something there, right? And instead of continuing with getting games cancelled, but obviously not doing anything too extreme, he's decided, oh no, we're going to let things die down a little bit, and then we're going to have a match in a couple of weeks' time, instead of keeping the fucking pressure. So there are groups like the 58 and Must that say they represent, you don't represent no fucking fan, right? Because you're fucking hypocrites, because you're there, which is our season fucking tickets. You're there going to games every fucking time, and you're just as much as responsible as the rest that you lecture about buying jerseys and buying all of this fucking stuff. You're a bunch of fucking hypocrites, and you always will be hypocrites, right? Now, if I had took over this movement, we would have emptied Old Trafford by now, and several fucking times. That's how you do it. You take fucking control and you say enough is a fucking enough. You get all of these fucking groups, these fan groups in fucking line with your way of fucking thinking, right? You get the fan fucking channels behind you pushing this fucking narrative because what you do, you work together. But no, you don't all work together because you all fucking hate each other because you all have big fucking egos, right? I'm not working with Goldbridge, or I'm not working with them, and I'm not working with this guy, and I'm not working with that. Well, then get fucked, right? You deserve what's happening tonight then, right? But fans like me who actually fucking care about the club don't fucking deserve this, right? All me like supporting this club. I'm in me fucking 40s, right? I shouldn't have to sit here and watch this fucking team disintegrate in front of me fucking eyes, or this club disintegrate in front of me eyes the last 10, 15 fucking years. Fucking idiots. You haven't got a fucking clue. You could have got the Glazers out years ago, right? You actually could have got them out years ago. There was a Jordan at European Super League actually when they were defeated, the Glazers along with all the other scumbags that wanted to ruin English football. Remember, these are the owners, the scumbag owners that wanted to ruin English fucking football, right? A brand that she's all fucking claimed to care about, right? But when they were at their weakest then, you's backed off. You's backed off. So don't lecture any other fucking fan again about buying a jersey, right? When you fuckers were there in the fucking stadium, fucking every match day, every home game, and then going away to away games as well. Don't fucking talk to me or any other fan again about what we must do, right? I'm telling you what must be done. And what must be done is you empty the fucking stadium, right? And if you're not willing to do that and you keep fucking making excuses, well, then don't talk to me or any other fan out there and expect us to do anything about it because we'll do fuck all, right? We need real leaders fucking here. We need people that are willing to make a fucking difference, right? That are willing to organize this and put this together and make sure that fans, and I would say to the fans that do come from all over the world, just hold off until next year. Just hold off until next year, right? Because by next year they'd be gone anyway. You stopped coming to games. I mean, there was a fan match reaction from some fella from Canada. He came all the way to Canada to watch Manchester United get beaten 3-0 by City. Why would you even bother getting on a fucking plane to come and watch Manchester United when you know that they're already in a bad place? And you know they haven't had the best start of the season. What did you think by some fucking miracle that we were going to beat fucking City? I mean, for a split second, I did. Like a lot of fans, but that's how stupid we fucking are. We always believe in these fuckers, think that they might actually do something for us. But all they do is let us down. And these owners have left every single manager, every manager. And that includes Ollie. That includes Mourinho, Van Hal, even Ralph Rangnick. Every manager. They've let every single fucking manager down. Even Ferguson, they start letting him down. But the great thing about Ferguson was he was just on a different planet than any other manager that we've ever had. He was a different fucking universe, that man. He could make average players play together as a team and win as a team. Not all managers can do what Ferguson did. So Aaron Wan-Bissaka is on. Looks like Amrabat is coming on. Hannibal off. He's brought Hannibal back out. Look, I love this club. I'm not an Englishman, right? I'm an Irishman. But I've grown up with this team, as I said, all my life. Right? I've got family that have and one of my uncles actually, up until recently, had a season ticket and went over to every fucking home game. Right? He went to every fucking home game. But even he stopped, right? And he's the one that got me into, he's the power. So his passion rubbed off me, and that's how I became a United fan. And even he doesn't go, right? The fella that owns the shop across the road, him and his son and his grandson used to go over to Old Trafford until recently. They've stopped going to Old Trafford as well. And we're kicking off now, so hold on. And I'm sick of United fans singing that song. We won the and all of that. Don't give a shit. That's the past. Get over it. We're losers now, right? That's another thing that annoys me about them. He's a fucking singing after booing the fucking team off. Be consistent. They're a bunch of fucking wasters. Now he's calling for Bruno, right? He's complaining about Bruno being on the pitch. Now he's calling for Bruno. You know what I mean? Fuck off. Right, Willock has got a yellow card. Amrabat doing Amrabat things. I mean, the jury's still out on Amrabat. I again, this is the way I look at it as a fan. When I look at players linked to United, do I see them as Manchester United quality? Um, and Amrabat isn't. I'm sorry. I mean, Wan-Bissaka already running forward. Right, again, we've got control of the ball so far. Let's see how. If we get an early goal, they've just mentioned things for there. Going through. I still don't know why Anthony Martial. I mean, you've made. Go on, Anthony. Do something, buddy. Come on. Go on. What a ball. Come on. This is it now, lads. Come on. Wan-Bissaka. Go on. Oh! Martial's corner. Wan-Bissaka already, man. Wan-Bissaka already. I mean, underrated that, I'm telling you, man, he was doing well for us before he got injured, and people wanted him to be sold. I disagree. I think he's one of the most improved players under Eric Ten Hag. Anthony with the ball. Anthony Gordon's a little bit of a tug, isn't he? But it's gotten the crowd going. It's gotten the crowd going. Except this team is going to have to do more to get me going, because, you know, I mean, if we could score around the 16th minute, get a goal, then that gives us about a half an hour then to get a second. It goes to penalties, doesn't it? It doesn't go to extra time, does it? It does. I don't think it goes to extra time, does it? Let me know in the chat. I forget. Yeah, it is. Get the fucking crowd going. Exactly, man. Go on, Hannibal. You've had a poor first half. Prove me wrong in the second half. I don't even think you should be on the pitch. Straight to pens. Okay. Right, come on. Come on. Back post. Garnacho, keep it in. He kept it in. Go on. What about Anthony? Oh, we've got a little bit something about us now, but I don't want to get me. I just can't get me hopes up because I'm just sick and tired of feeling hopeful, and then this team just lets me down every time. Well, Newcastle are 2-0 up. They don't really need the press. It's now up to United now to try break them down. And to be quite honest, over the last couple of weeks, teams have played low block against us and have caught us on the break. So there we go. I mean, an early moment. I mean, Mason is getting on the ball a little bit more, but I just. What about? Ah, Garnacho, come on, you need to be doing better than that, lad. No, United are controlling this second half so far. You can clearly see Newcastle have dropped off, but as I said, now it's up to United now to kind of break that low block. But Garnacho is offside again. He needs to be looking across the line. Come on, kid. See, this is why he's not ready, folks. You know, you play him in certain games. You know, I don't think you should have played him against Newcastle. You know, you should be playing him against the Lutons and the Notts Forests and teams like that. He's a couple of seasons away from being a proper starter, in my opinion. Hannibal, I'd say, is about 2 or 3 seasons as well. It's Hannibal sure would have went out on loan though. We hadn't got the injuries that we got, so it's just heartbreaking watching them. I mean, as I said, when United and Arsenal were dominating, United then had the little rivalry with Newcastle. You know, we've always had that rivalry with Liverpool, and great games against Chelsea when they Roman Abramovich took over. And here's Mason Mount now. Come on, what a ball! Oh, leave it. Go on, one. Aaron Amrabat, fucking stupid. What was that, man? Come on, mate. I know where rivals love that we're in the mud, but if you're a football person, you kind of have to be, you kind of have to have a little bit of sympathy, man, I think, because, like, how can you watch one of the greatest teams, one of the greatest clubs ever, end up like this? I never thought it'd happen. Maybe it was the arrogance being United fan and we were winning everything. Go on. Offside. I know. You're right, man. I do agree with you. That's the bottom line, JWC. As I said, the players are just not good enough, and that's why I'm saying it's not really down to the manager. It's the owners. Like, you know, he wanted Frankie De Jong, he wanted other players, but like then he has to make do. So he's looking around and he thinks Mason Mount might fit into his style of play, and then Amrabat might fit in. You know what I mean? He's making do. He's making do, but then like the fans want him sacked. Like as I said, if you're not getting the right tools to do the job, how do you expect someone to do the job properly? He's making do, and it's fucking heartbreaking watching him on the sideline as well. Because he is a good manager. He proved it last year, man. I'm just heartbroken, man. You could tell Anthony wants to do something for us, but he's limited. See, that's what I mean. There's where Anthony needs to be keep running. He needs to go to the byline. He needs to go to the byline and try cross it in, but he checked back there. And our wingers do that quite a lot, especially Anthony. That's a free kick. Come on, ref. I mean, if nothing changes in the next 10 minutes, he should make subs. But this manager makes subs at weird times. I mean, he's brought on one. Well, he's brought on two. I still think he needs a couple of more on the pitch. Right, here's Garnacho. Come on, corner. He's not injuring himself again. He's not hurting his ankle. See, he is good at doing that, Garnacho. But the thing about it is, he's just not consistent yet. And he's going to need that time. You know, like the crowd appreciate it and all. You know, he's got a bit of an ankle now. He might have to come off and that. Do you know, I just love Rashford to come on and just do something in this game because he needs something. He actually needs something. A lot of fans have reveled in their misery. You know, I'm not saying you. You know, I mean, I think real football people will see what's happened to United and say it is a disgrace. You know, even if you are rival fans, it is a disgrace. The club should never have been allowed to be bought on debt, and it was. And this is the result. You know, that's why they changed the rules after the United sale, which was ridiculous. Even then, the Glazers got lucky. They always find a little fucking loophole, those fuckers. Oh, what a ball boy, Garnacho, but fucking Martial missed the header. See, it was. See, this is the type of balls that I want their wingers to be putting in. But if Ramis Hoyland was in there, I reckon he'd get his head on that. I mean, he needs to take Martial off. I mean, you've played him for an hour now. Point to prove. He's shy. Come on. Wasting fucking time already, Newcastle. Ashley Young has scored for Everton. Wow, here we go. It's got game over. They're going to sack him. They're going to sack him. These cowardly owners are going to sack him. Amrabat loses the ball. Remember, a loan signing, folks, because, you know, they wouldn't get the players that he wanted. So, but this manager is going to pay for these bunch of losers and their owners. It's over. No, it hasn't. It could have killed off the game. It has killed off the game. Just be honest about it, mate. It's over. You don't put your hand on your head, you fucking prat. You're there, right? Now he'll make the changes because we're 3-0 down. But it's too late, you fucking clown. You should have done it at half time. You only make it 2 subs. You should be taking Martial off. Garnacho should have come off as well. You know, Mason Mount should have come off. Bruno should have been the first fucking player on the pitch. Right? Too late bringing them on now. I mean, it's too late. Should have been on a half time. I mean, you know, you kind of don't help yourself either, though, Eric. I will say that. I mean, you know, it was blatantly obvious that Hannibal, Mason Mount, and a couple of other players just weren't on it. And, you know, this is what will prove whether it can be a great. You've got to make those hard decisions. So even after 20 minutes, if you put a squad out and they're not doing it, you should just make the fucking subs and concede the fact that you got your starting 11 wrong and just fucking make the subs. Instead of waiting until mistakes fucking happen. 3-0 down, you bring Martial off, right? But he done fuck all game. He's done fuck all. He should never have started. Who else is coming off? Garnacho was off. Should have been off at half time as well. I mean, I don't see us coming back from 3-0 down, but I tell you something, if it does happen, it'll be fucking some sort of miracle. But for now, it's got to be total football now. We can't dally around the box now. They've got to try and get the ball into the fucking box as quick as fucking possible. Offside again. Why are you not checking your runs? Oh, it's a free. Give it to him. Fucking awful from Amrabat. No, a couple of United fan channels said that Amrabat wouldn't do Anton first. We're wrong signing. I agree. Come on, get a goal now, will you? For fuck's sake, do fucking something. Like, we're 3-0 down. Where is the fucking urgency to get into the box, like? Yes, they have arrived too late. I mean, why are you asking such a fucking obvious fucking question for? I mean, that's just awful. Not a ball. Mate, get him off. Just get him off, will you? It's not happening for Mason Mount at the moment. Captain fucking obvious. Get him fucking off the pitch, Baldy. What home form? We don't have home form. We haven't had home form in a few years just because we got results last year. Well, we went on a good little run for a few months. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I always said we overachieved last year. Look at Victor, I hesitate a lot. That's what we should call fucking you as well. We've been saying that for years. They keep getting it wrong. Get Bruno should have scored there, in fairness to him. Yeah, he's onside. He should have fucking scored. Look, Bruno, you have to be doing better than that, mate. Come on, for fuck's sake. long staff with a decent shot. That was Bendon. Didn't bend enough though, but that would have been just spectacular. No, here we go. Nearly 4-0. Right. Oh, by the way, just to you know say this, just in case any Manchester United fans do actually think this is going to get better when we get our other players back. Uh, this is not going to improve because the manager wasn't backed properly. So who have we got next? Luton, isn't it? Luton Town, I think. Let me see. No, we got Fulham. So we're getting beaten by Fulham. And then we have Copenhagen. Copenhagen will beat us this time. And then we got Luton Town. We might get 3 points there, but we'd be lucky. I reckon we get a draw. Everton are going to beat us. Galatasaray will beat us. Then we have Newcastle again in the league. They'll beat us. Chelsea, I still think we're Chelsea are worse off than us, but that'll probably be a draw. Then we got Bournemouth. They'll do us because they did us before. Then we got Bayern Munich. They're going to hammer us. Then we got Liverpool away. They're going to hammer us. We've got West Ham. I mean, we're not going to win games for a while. Why not? So, you might as well stop conning yourselves thinking that this team is going to get a result or play for the badge. Where the camera is the opposite. Play for the badge. They're not going to play for. They're not playing for that, right? They're playing for that. They don't understand what that means. The owners don't understand what this means and the significance of this, right? They don't. Okay? And that's why we're in the shitstorm that we're in. Right? So this gets no better. So as Manchester United fans, this is the question now you've got to ask yourself and answer. Do you want to turn up every home game, every away game to see results like that? To see a gutless performance by a bunch of mercenaries? Do you? Because if you do, then keep filling up Old Trafford. Go ahead, you morons, right? Keep giving season tickets and all of that, right? I won't be, listen, I boycotted the jerseys for a few years. I decided this year, and it was my birthday anyway, not making excuses, but Old Trafford is empty. They're leaving now anyway. Crowd is leaving behind Eric Ten Hag. It's done. He's probably going to get sacked anyway. New manager will come in, they'll play well for a couple of weeks, couple of months, and then back to default again. Then you'd be calling for that manager to be sacked. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And then what will happen is every single manager will bring in their own players, and then the squad gets more morons, more mercenaries in it all the time, and we never improve. Right? Empty the fucking stadium, cripple these bastards once and for all, and you'll get somewhere. Right? Don't do that. This is what you're going to put up with for the next forever. This is it. Forever. This is how we play now. We are no longer the big club that you all think we are. Right? Revenue-wise, yes, but we've got a small mentality. Right? We got a weak mentality. Right? There's straw men out there. They absolutely offer nothing. And when the fans keep putting up Bruno's stats and all of this, and I have defended them in the past, but when you people put up Bruno's stats, say he's the best player, the best player that keeps losing the ball or tries the difficult pass all the time. If that's our best player, then we're truly fucked as a club. Because telling you now, he wouldn't even get into Manchester City's fucking team. He wouldn't even get into Arsenal's fucking starting 11. Okay? That's the reality. And do you remember that time when the United scouts apparently had issues with Bruno and all that, and all fans were going, they don't know what they're talking about. And they were absolutely fucking spot on. He's inconsistent. Right? Reguilon, loan signing. Amrabat, loan signing. Right? Look at the bench. We bought a Casemiro that's coming to the end of his career, right? Because Real Madrid don't sell their players unless they're, on their way out. They sold us Varane, who's injury prone, right? We waited to buy Anthony, and then we had to pay 90 million for him because Ajax refused to let him go, wouldn't let him go unless we that was all on the owners. But yeah, you just want to blame this manager. It's all his fault, apparently. He's just been making do and trying to bring in players that he thinks will do a job for him. And all the time, well, he should have brought in Harry Kane. Yeah, that's your budget fucking gone, you fucking morons. How much do you think he had? Right? Well, what the players that he actually brought in, even though don't get the Mason Mount signing, the Onana signing, and all of that, but the players that he brought in, he's making do. I don't think he actually wanted Mason Mount. He wanted Frankie de Jong. You all fucking know it, right? He wanted other midfielders. You all fucking know it. But yeah, yous are the clowns that will say, oh, let's sack the manager. It's his fault. Right? As I said, it's the owners. Yeah. Actually, I'll go forward and say Brighton have a stronger squad than us. Just Brighton are just going through a bit of a patch. But Brighton play better football than us. Aston Villa play better football than us, have a stronger squad than us. Listen, right? Fans need to stop deluding themselves, right? Rashford is not good enough. We should have sold him when PSG came in for him, right? Martial needs to go. Bruno needs to go. He's not good enough. I'm sorry, but he's not. This whole fucking squad needs replacing. Every single fucking player. Every player needs replacing. There's not one player even on the bench that gets into City, Arsenal, or even fucking Chelsea's team. Right? They don't. None of them do. So stop deluding yourself thinking that some of these players are great. They're all fucking rubbish. They've been rubbish for fucking years, and everybody keeps making excuses for them. Right? There's Rashford there. Had 2 chances to try to get the ball in. He's a waste of space. He's not a great player. He's never going to come good. He had 1 good fucking season. Get over it. Then everybody say, everybody has a Rashford agenda. It's not an agenda. He's fucking muck. Mason Mount, muck. Reguilon, muck. Right? Harry Maguire, He is our most improved player, but he's still not Manchester United quality. Varane is an Etzel, keeps breaking down. Martinez looks like he's going to be injury prone. Victor, I pass back a lot. He's absolutely rubbish. Rubbish. Luke Shaw, he's not as great as everybody thinks. He has been improved under Ten Hag, but is he going to win as a Premier League? Absolutely not, because he has an inconsistent, lazy streak in him, right? So he's not good enough, right? The whole midfield's not good enough. Donny van der Beek, McTominay, Bruno, Casemiro, Ericsson, Hannibal, name them all, Mason fucking Mount, right? None of them are good enough. Stop kidding yourselves. This squad is average, bang average. And this manager overachieved last season with that squad, right? And as I said, he's had to make do because the budget hasn't been what it should have been for a rebuild. And again, you clowns and the fandom, oh, the manager has to get sacked. Listen, he needed, right, consistently over 3 seasons, our manager would need 300 million every transfer fucking window, right, to make a proper difference to this fucking squad, right? And then people look at the money that he's gotten and don't realise that he's working within constraints, and he was told that you had to sell players before he could bring other players, but yeah, it's the manager's fault. And yeah, he signed a couple of players. He is responsible. But listen, so did Alex Ferguson sign some shite players. Every manager does it. So yeah, he got that wrong with Anthony. He definitely got it wrong with Onana. And he's definitely got it wrong with Mason Mount. Right? But Casemiro had a good season last season, so he got it right for him. But we shouldn't have been buying Casemiro for the price that we paid for him. For the age that he is, we should have went down and got an up-and-coming fucking player like the way the other teams do. But no, we buy players that are coming to the end of their careers because their fucking owners are greedy, penny-pinching cunts. There you go. I knew he wouldn't score in this game. I even said that anyway. As soon as the first goal go back and look at the stream, I say game over. Right? I thought it was game over when the first goal went in because they're not capable of playing with a centre fucking forward. Right? Okay? So don't blame the manager. Right? You look at all the players that are on that. How many Eric Ten Hag players are actually on the pitch? And how many other players are players from other managers? Yeah. It's all you need to know. And then look at the fucking bench as well. Fuck off. Right? Our manager needed first transfer window he came in 300 million. Then the winter transfer window, more money then to fucking if it needed it, the team needed adjustments, which we did because of injuries, right? But they wanted to bring in loans. And look at the players. At one time we were linked to an Eltovich and who else? Fucking Ravio and all of these fucking loser fucking gobshites, right? That's where your club is at. But yeah, I want to sack the manager because I think he should be getting better out of these players, even though they overachieved last season. It's still his fault. Yeah, 80 million for Harry Maguire. Yeah, exactly. That's the fucker. 80 million. Right? See, here's the thing, you fucking idiots. If our owners actually spent the money fucking properly, we probably would have a decent fucking team and fans wouldn't be going mad at them. But the thing about it is, when they have spent the money, they spent the money on absolute fucking shite. Or overpaid for players. Harry Maguire was worth 35 to 40 million max. And we played double the price. Because again, like fucking idiots, we waited and waited and waited and waited. I'm not going to give out about Aaron Wan-Bissaka because he's only back from injury, and I do think he's one of the most improved players under Eric Ten Hag. But again, if I'm being fucking cynical, is he good enough to be in Manchester United's 11? No. None of these players. I cannot judge the young striker because obviously Ramos has only come in this season. But I do believe he will be a baller, right? It's just these fucking idiots that are on the pitch with him can't provide him the tools to go and score the goals that he needs to fucking score to get his confidence up, right? So I don't want to hear Man United fans blame the manager for this, right? Don't be blaming the manager. And you know what? I'd even go as far as to say, do you know what? We can't even blame these players anymore, right? We know they've been shit for years, right? We know they've been shit for years, right? So why do we expect every season that they're going to do something for us all? They're all of a sudden going to snap that magic switch on and become one of the best teams in the world. Will you stop being fucking delusional? Fucking disgraceful. Newcastle deserve it. I wish them the best of luck. You know, Cinnamon, you'll probably get your wish now, mate. You wanted that derby. I hope you fucking get it for your sake, and I hope you fucking do them, man. I wouldn't mind Middlesbrough fucking going on and beating them. Michael Carrick, go on, mate. Buster Bricks Mills goes LOL, LOL, LOL. Very mature, mate. Very mature. I wouldn't say you'd have that attitude if that was your football club. Okay, you'd be crying like a little bitch. So, you know, respect. Respect. Yeah? Right? Because God knows who you follow. Right? And I can tell you fucking something. Your club hasn't achieved what my club has fucking achieved. So you can lap it up. Lap it up. Lap it fucking up. Because one day this club will rise again. I do believe that. One day. And when we fucking do, I fucking tell you, we will get our revenge on every single motherfucker that fucking laughed at our faces. Oh, and you know what? I find it fucking despicable anyway that anybody would love to see a great club like this fucking go down the tubes. This is a historical English fucking club that has been ruined by American fucking owners. I mean, if you're going to blame Eric Ten Hag for that, mate, I'm sorry. Look, I don't mean to be rude, but you can fuck off. It's not his fault. People wanted Garnacho on. People wanted Hannibal to play, right? So he put Garnacho on tonight. He put Hannibal on tonight. People were moaning that Mason Mount was dropped. He put Mason Mount on to fucking tonight, right? And what fucking happened? Garnacho made a mistake for a goal. Hannibal should have been brought off after 20 fucking minutes because he was way over his fucking head, right? So, no, the fucking Manchester United fans asked for this fucking team. He's got what he's wanted, and this is the fucking result. They're still shit. Right? They're still fucking shit. Right? That's the bottom line. We're still fucking shit. Right? He's asked for Garnacho. He came on. He was crap tonight. Right? He's asked for Hannibal. Oh, he'd be better with Casemiro in there. He was shy tonight. Over his fucking head. Mason Mount, I don't get the signing. I don't even think it's an Eric Ten Hag signing. I think they went over his fucking head and brought in these players. Right? There's no fucking way that a manager that has a certain style of fucking play brings in those players. Unbelievable. Don't blame the manager. Don't blame the man. This is not on Eric Ten Hag. I don't give a fuck, right? Yes, he's making mistakes. Of course he's making mistakes. I'm not gonna lie. He should have made some substitutions, you know, over. He even made some mistakes last year as well. Managers do, right? He's going to make mistakes, right? But he overachieved last year. This manager did. And he's trying to do something but he's being hindered every step of the fucking way. And he's still here fighting. He's still here defending those players. Because he knows if you see what happens when he does finally come out and call players out. Sancho does a bitch and a moan and runs off. Ronaldo runs off, does an interview with Piers Morgan. Right? And then there's fans in this fandom. Oh, Ronaldo's a hero. We already knew the problems with the club. Ronaldo didn't even need to open his fucking mouth. But he's used that to justify the fact that he went to an Arsenal scumbag to do an interview. Right? No offence to Arsenal fans, but Piers Morgan is a fucking scumbag. Right? And United fans have a very fucking short memory because this is the same fucking Ronaldo that was going to sign for Manchester City. So he had no loyalty to this fucking badge. Right? He had no loyalty to this badge. So you could stop fucking blowing smoke up his fucking ass as well. Right? Because we knew all the problems at the fucking club. We've known about the problems since fucking day one. Right? But fans keep fucking filling up the fucking stadium. And they expect the Glazers, oh, we'll protest and they'll go. No, they won't. They don't give a shit. They've actually said they don't give a shit. Don't give a shit. They're going to take Jim Ratcliffe's offer. Right? They know that there's going to be pandemonium. There's going to be fucking riots with the United fans. Right? They don't care. They never care. The only way they're going to care is if you hit them in the fucking pocket. Right? But what annoys me is that these so-called fan channels and these fan groups will criticize a fan like me for buying a jersey, but yet you're in the stadium. You bought a season ticket. You go to special events when Old Trafford set them up, and you're there and you're mixing with all of them and eating and having little celebrations and all of this. You don't give a fuck about the club or the fans. Because if you did, you would have emptied that stadium or done something. Or bring tennis balls. Someone suggested today, great suggestion. All the fans in Old Trafford bring a fucking tennis ball with them. And then as the match is played, fuck the tennis balls on the game and disrupt the fucking game. Right? And keep doing that. Keep disrupting the fucking games until the club is fucking punished financially or something. You've got to hit them where it hurts. But that's why I don't listen to these groups. Because as far as I'm concerned, they're hypocrites. So why should I listen to hypocrites? So they're not going to dictate to me what I do with my money. If they're in the stadium every home game, and then they follow the team all around the country, and they're giving the Glazers revenue, then they go into the little mega store afterwards or send their missus in because they don't want to be seen going in, but they send their missus in. They're buying all the merch. And then they have a cheek to give out to me, a fan that can't get to Old Trafford, that only luxury, the only thing that can afford is the team jersey, gets a team jersey, and then I'm shamed for doing that. That result is probably going to get our manager sacked. Right? And wait till you see the fans now. Oh, I want Conte. I want the Brighton manager, who hasn't got a plan B, by the way, and we're actually seeing that he's limited. Right? Oh, I want Graham Potter. Some idiot, right? They want someone. It'll work for a couple of months, like it always does. Like it did with Ollie, like it did with Jose, like it did with Louis van Gaal, right? We get a couple of months out of these players, right? Because they'll believe in the plan. And then as soon as it goes wrong, then it's tools down. Oh, there's problems in the dressing room. Oh, they don't like the manager. The manager's overtraining them. With Ollie, it was, oh, we don't like Ollie's tactics. With Louis van Gaal, oh, the football's too bored. It's too restricted. These bitches that put this jersey on have been moaning for the last 3-4 fucking seasons about every 3-4 managers. Every single fucking manager we've had, they've had a problem with. Right? Now, it doesn't take a man or someone with a fucking high IQ to figure out what's going on. Actually, you don't need to be Albert Einstein or fucking Sherlock Holmes to fucking figure this shit out. right? The bottom line is the fucking players. They're hopeless. They're useless. They're gutless, right? Gutless. Even the great Bruno Fernandes, right? He's not great, right? He's a stat patter. What's a stat patter? That's what he is, right? He pulls off one worldly pass the odd time and we might score from it and everybody blows smoke up his ass, right? He's the most inconsistent fucking player I've seen play for United. He loses the ball or misplaces the ball more than any other fucking player on the fucking pitch. It's startling. But yeah, he's our best player apparently, according to the fans. It's time to fucking wake up and snap into reality. The bottom line is, as I said, none of the Ayers team, no player, not one fucking player gets into City's team, gets into Arsenal's team, gets into fucking Chelsea's team, and I'd even go as far as to fucking say they wouldn't even get into fucking Aston Villa's fucking team, right? Fucking bad, right? We couldn't even shift some of our fucking players the transfer fucking window. That's how bad they are, right? Nobody wanted Martial, nobody wanted Donny van der Beek, right? We couldn't get rid of fucking McTominay, right? Okay, you think we're going to be able to get rid of Lindelof, Harry Maguire, fucking, and all of these other players I talked about? See, this is the problem we have. When you buy shit and you put them on big contracts and shit like that, you're never getting rid of them, right? And that's Glazer economics, right? Fucking there. Right? Everything they do is fucking stupid, right? They don't know how to run a football club, let alone a fucking brothel, right? They couldn't fucking do it. They're useless, right? Americans, I'm going to go as far as saying, I'll say it out straight, and I don't give a fuck how this comes across. American fucking people should not be owning English fucking football clubs or football clubs for that matter, right? Okay? They don't understand how it's done over here, right? Remember, the Glazers tried to fuck up the English Premier League by getting United to join this European Super fucking League because they wanted to franchise it. That's what they're all about, right? And that's what they've done with United. Franchise their fucking, right? All it is to make fucking money. Now, wait and you see, I wouldn't be surprised now, but give it an hour, right? The Twitter account on Manchester United will be flogging some fucking tracksuit in an hour, right? Oh, look at Harry Maguire in a new tracksuit, new trades. Go and buy them. And guess what will happen? All the gobshites on Twitter will go, oh yeah, that looks lovely, I'll buy that tracksuit. Right? So, you deserve the Glazers. Fans like me don't deserve it. We don't deserve to suffer and watch this team go down the absolute tubes, right? But the rest of you do. The rest of you do, right? Because until you fucking learn, if you don't do fucking something that involves emptying that fucking stadium, forget about it. They're staying. They're going nowhere. They're going to accept Jim Ratcliffe's offer, right? That 1.5 billion that apparently he's going to invest going straight into their fucking pockets. So I even talked to me about the manager getting on you that cash. He's not going to get it. And by the way, Ten Hag probably won't be there to have the funds to actually do what he wanted to do, which will be the sad fucking thing about it as well. They'll screw this manager over because the heat will be on the Glazers now, because everybody will be angry at the Glazers, and rightly fucking so, right? But what'll happen is then they will actually sack this manager to get the heat off them. They'll bring in some fucking gobshite, as I said then, rinse and fucking repeat. We'll play well for a couple of weeks, couple of months, and then they'll collapse again because they're a bunch of fucking idiots. Not one of those players deserve to wear this fucking jersey, and they don't. And they don't represent my club, and I'm fucking sick and tired of making excuses for them all. They're all a bunch of fucking has-beens, and they all need to get out. Every single one of them. Right? And I don't give a fuck if Bruno's your favourite player, if Mason Mount's your favourite player, if Garnacho's your favourite player. They all need to fucking get the fuck out of my club. Right? Simple as fucking that. Garnacho out on loan, put the young players out on loan, keep them because they might have potential. But as for the rest, Wan-Bissaka, Dalot, Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Lindelof, fucking Varane, right? Fucking Casemiro, Ericsson, Donny van der Beek, fucking Amrabat, Mason Mount, right? Fucking Scott McTominay, I don't know if I mentioned him, but I'll mention him again if I didn't, right? That Rashford needs to go, Anthony needs to go, right? Fucking Anthony Martial needs to go, right? There's about fucking 14, 15 fucking players that need to get out of this fucking team, right? And gone for good, right? But we won't get rid of them. That's the problem. You know why? Because they're all on big fucking wages, big fucking contracts, right? We gave Rashford a new contract. Now, he had a good season last season, and I did expect him to kick on, but secretly I kind of deep down knew that he peaked. Right? He's had, as long as being at United, he's had 2 good seasons, in my opinion. Just 2. 2. He should have been sold. When PSG came in for him, we were fucking idiots. We should have sold him. Simple as that. We should have. And if they come back in for him, we should sell him. This Rashford fairy tale needs to end. Right? He's just not good enough. Right? He gets the ball. Right? He gets the ball, and this is him. You get the ball, right? And then this is him. Right? Right? Trips over himself. Trips over the ball. Right? Fucking clueless, looking around. Oh, where's the ball? Oh, it's bounced off me. Right? Anthony, one trick pony. He's got a left foot. Doesn't even fucking use it. And when he does, he belts the ball fucking over. Right? Checks back all the time. Victor Lindelof passes back a lot. That's why I call him Victor passes back a lot. Because that's what he fucking does. Right? They're all shy. Right? So face the facts. Face the reality. That is the reality of the situation, right? None of these players are good enough. And you all need to fucking wake up to the fact that they're not good enough. And this is not an overreaction, by the way. This is, we've seen this now the whole fucking season, right? We've seen it at the end of last fucking season as well, right? When we fizzled out, right? We've seen it, right? These players are not good enough. And you all need to wake up and smell the fucking coffee, right? The Glazers, Ten Hag, this team is set back for decades, right? I was watching the United fan channel that said, and I didn't want to believe it, she's the same age as myself, won't say any more than that, but she said that she thinks in her lifetime we will never see Manchester United win the league again. Now, when she said that at the time, I was kind of like, well, maybe no, I don't necessarily subscribe to that. I think that if we can get our act together, like I was optimistic at the start of the season, as you know, right? But I've snapped back to reality, right? And the reality of the situation is just she's right. I'm serious. It upsets me saying this. I am never going to see my team pick up the Premier League trophy ever again. That's the reality, folks. And people could take the piss. You know, this is heartbreaking. And that's it. As long as the money keeps rolling in, as you said there, they don't care. So the money has to stop. But that's the reality. We're not even an FA Cup. We're out of the Carabao Cup now. Don't even have any hopes of going on a run in the FA Cup. As I said, forget about it. Our season's over. Copenhagen are going to do us. They should have done us in that game. In fairness, we got lucky. They will do us in their place, and they'll beat us, and that will be the end of us in the Champions League as well. And I think it's probably the best thing, to be honest, because I don't want to be embarrassed anymore in the Champions League. I'd rather us be knocked out in the next round than that. And the same with the FA Cup. Just get knocked out for the round that we're in. Just whoever it is, just to stop from suffering anymore. I don't want to suffer anymore, right? So the sooner we get dumped out of all of these competitions, the better, in my opinion. Because until the Glazers start losing revenue, they're not going to, and that will be bad for them. So get knocked out of the FA Cup, get dumped out of the Champions League, teach these fuckers a lesson and then fucking empty that stadium, folks. It's the only way. It's the only way. And if you don't do it, this is what we're going to continue to get. Right? And if you're anyway like me, this is unacceptable. Listen, if I was a Mancunian and I was living there, trust me, there'd be a different story. I wouldn't even be wearing a United jersey. I would be begging people outside. I'd be literally outside the Old Trafford begging people not to go into the stadium. We need to send a message to the Glazers. But nobody listen to me. They laugh because that's what United fans do. They laugh at everybody. And then they cry, bitch and moan when things go wrong and then blame the manager. Wake up, blame the owners. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Absolute shit show. We've got, as I said, we've got, who was it? On 12:30. It doesn't make a difference. We're getting hammered anyway. So come and join me and watch United lose again the weekend, because we ain't getting any results the next couple of games. You've seen the teams that we've got coming up. Fulham, it is. Fulham won tonight, I think, in the Carabao Cup. So they're going to do a number on us. 12:30 kickoff. The 12:30 kickoffs were not good. We actually lose a lot of the 12:30 kickoffs. So yeah, I might actually go down and put a bet on Fulham to win and win myself a few quid. If I'm going to be miserable, I might as well fucking be miserable and win a few quid. So there you go. If you just want a betting tip, Fulham to beat Manchester United 3-1. There you go. There's the score of the weekend for you. If you just want to put a place a bet on that, 3-1. Okay. I'm going to take all the United players out in my fantasy football as well. I'm going to replace them with fucking decent players. I'm done. Anyway, I'm going to go because someone is hovering. I'll see you later anyway. Have a good one. And I'll talk to you over the weekend, because I will be doing another stream with Charlotte and PD Rich over the weekend. I'll find out later on what day it is. Either Saturday or Sunday. So I'll let you know. But for now, I'll talk to you for the next one. What day is it today? Wednesday. Yeah. So the next one is Saturday. So I'll see you on Saturday. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not doing any more thumbnails for the night either. I'm not wasting my fucking time until they start winning again. I'm not putting all that effort into that shit there. They're not even fucking doing that in front. No, seriously, man. I put all of these little thumbnails, these little videos together and all, and these cunts lose every fucking night. Sick of it. Right? It's not fucking funny. She's there laughing. She doesn't understand, like. Right? It's my sports fucking team.
No, I do understand. It's just you're always creative in your work.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, fuck them. Creative in my word. And here's a word. These are a bunch of worthless fucking cunts, and every single one of you need to get out of my fucking club. There you go. There's me words. My word fucking Smith. And I'm off now to watch a bit of Rick and Morty, because it's the only thing that fucking gives me a bit of fucking happiness now. See you later.